In this video, I'm just going to kind of show you a few ins and outs that may help your students. Because once you've made your notebook here, you want to share all this information with the students. Now, this will be something, me personally, what I would do is I already know what our essential standards are for science and social studies, which for science, it's just these two things. For math, reading, ELA, and things, it's going to be a lot longer, but you can put a lot of just the basic information in here to send with them. Study guides. You can send, it could be all their spelling words for the year that they could study. It could be study guides for the reading test. You could house all that here and send this to them. So let's just pretend that I've done that. I have my two essential standards sections for my science notebook here that I want to send to my kids. Now, they're not going to need this information all the time, but it's a good way, it's a good thing for them to access the information if they need it. It is a notebook. It is a notebook. It is also a place for them to make notes if you decide to let them do that. Me personally, with my second graders, I wouldn't do that because I want to be the one that manipulates it and puts information in there. If they wanted to share anything, then they could do it. Now, if you're in middle school or high school and you want the class collaborating on the notebook and compiling notes together, then you can do that together. Also, if you're working with your colleagues and you want to create some kind of notebook for like for us for PBIS, we could have our notebook on here as well. So let's pretend that we've done all that. Now there's several different things your students can do. The first thing you're going to want to do is once you're finished with it, you're going to want to share it, right? So I'm inside my test notebook here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here where it says share, and if you've watched this on any of my other stuff on PowerPoint, on Word or anything else, OneDrive, you can go in and share. So I'm going to click share. It's going to pop up like it normally does. It'll have a place for options. So, hey, what do you want people to do? Specific people. I do not want my kids to edit. So I would unclick this. I would apply it. And then I would type in my students' email addresses. Or what I would do is I would type in their email addresses, click it, and copy a link for this. So you can go, once I put in the email address, I can copy the link. So put in a student's email address. I can click copy a link. I can copy that and I can send it out on OneDrive or through Dojo to parents if I want to, if they want this information. And you can send the link out. You can also go in and just put in all of their emails. I know that takes a long time to go in and put all the kids' emails because it's not done by their name, it's done by their lunch number. But if you want them all to be able to see it, you can do that. If you want to set this up to where parents can see it, like if you want all the spelling list on here, if you want all that stuff on there, you can put it on here. So that's how you share it. Now, once your kids have shared it, they'll be able to go in and they'll be able to see it. Now, they won't be able to go in. They won't be able to type. You don't want them to be able to allow them to edit. However, that is your prerogative. If you want to allow them to edit and you build on it and collaborate, then that's perfectly fine. But even doing group work, it would be fine, but they need to create their own notebook. What you're going to do is if you have some students with disabilities or you have kids like that, then you can also go in and you can do dictation, where if they want to add anything to this, you can go in and you can dictate in English what this is going to say. So if I'm down here, what it's going to allow me to do is if I dictate in English, it will allow me to record, and you can see that it starts writing on the OneNote. So that's good for kids who have a hard time writing and things like that, students with disabilities that may not be able to type. So we'll undictate. Now you can see there are some areas in here. My southern slang is really, really horrible right there. But they'll have to go in and make their corrections. It's not going to catch everything perfectly. And then they can also go in, and they can go in and do the immersive reader. When they click on that, it's going to blow all this up, make it bigger, and it will actually read all of this to them. So I hope that helps. Thanks.